Hi everybody, it's Wednesday afternoon here on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia at about 4:45 in the afternoon, trying to madly get my Christmas cards done. I have many lists and many cards to make, so it's a bit gloomy outside today, but it's very nice and I'm in my happy place here in my craft room making my Christmas cards. As I said, I do classes once, twice a month. I've just finished my last class for 2020. I do a coffee, cake and card class, and because of COVID I haven't been able to get to my lovely little local coffee shop, so I have been having them at home, and I've had a few ladies here just yesterday, the last one for the year, and I had a class last Saturday with 10 other lovely ladies. So I have got a lot of kits left over from previous classes and things that I can make up. So I am just going to go through and each pack think of something and make a Christmas card and put it in my little box of cards ready to send out to the hundreds of people I've got to do. So today I am going to take you through a card, and it's using one of my leftover scraps. It's a bit of a different colour combination, but first I will share my tiny tip for this week. And I don't know if anybody's seen this before, but if you haven't, it's just a little extra thing to know. When you're cutting your card, if your blades in your trimmers are getting a little bit older, they tend to cut a ragged edge. So I'm going to flip you down and have a look at my workspace, and you might see exactly what I mean. So just one moment and here we go. Okay, you should be able to see my workspace. This is my website address, my blog to go and have a look, and my Facebook page is called Stampin' Days with Jeanette. So as I said, when you're cutting your cardstock, you might notice, I'm just going to try and hold that different angle. You might notice that the edge is quite a bit raggedy. The smaller piece is similar, so you can see how you can just see how a bit raggedy it is this side and on this side. So it has a bit of I don't particularly like that raggedy edge. So to fix that, you would have your bone folder. This is an essential tool for all crafters. My bone folder is probably as 8 years old or 10 years old, nearly as long as I've been crafting. And this is the Stampin' Up! One. It is the best one I've found so far. It's quite thick, and it's on page 159 of your catalogue, the main annual catalogue. So there it is. I think it is $12. Well worth the $12. It is, as I say, the best quality possible. And I give one of these to all my team members. I have their name engraved on the other side, and we are the Sunburst Stampers, so they get their very own Sunburst Stampers bone folder. So you would get your bone folder and you would just run it across the paper and run it across that way. It's basically flattening it out, and then you have a nice smooth piece of card to work with. So that raggedy edge, which you may not see, or you may be able to see on this one, same thing. You just put it down and run your bone folder over the top, and it just smooths it out. Voila! Brand new again, ready to go. Isn't that just brilliant? Love it. So I've done that to my little piece here, which I'm putting onto my card. So I have got a card that I had, a pack that's left over, and it had Granny Apple Green card base. So you might think this is a bit of a very strange colour combination, but I like different colour combinations. So I have got the white piece that's going to go on here, little bit of a border around the outside. I haven't got dimensions for you today, so we'll just have a quick measure. I think it is in Australia, it's 14.3 by 9.7, thereabouts. You can make it even or not. And now I have been using the new curvy dies that go with, there's two sets. The one we're using today is called the Curvy Christmas. Curvy Christmas. So we are using this stamp that says thinking of you at Christmas. And I've already cut my designer series paper out from the Christmas stack with this particular die here. It cuts out the top, which has got a little bit of a dotty line on it, and the bottom part is just your plain piece of paper with the curve. Love it. So I've done that with the designer series paper, and I've also got some of the new Balmy Blue glitter paper from the mini Handmade for You catalogue, Christmas catalogue at the moment, and grab it before it's gone at the end of this year. And I've just matched it up so that it will sit directly underneath. And there you've got the Balmy Blue. Just a bit of a line, so I'm going to join that. I'm going to adhere that, and I like to use my adhesive of choice, always go to, is my multi-purpose glue. It's just fabulous. Some people hate it, and some people, like me, love it. So it's a bit forgiving. You can move it around normally, and it gives you time to put it together. So I've got the blue one, and I'm just going to line my designer series paper up on top and pop it down. So there we go. The glue will dry over time. It's fairly quick. Dry that. I'm going to place that on there, but before I do, I'm going to put my greeting. So the greeting I've chosen is Thinking of You at Christmas. And when you take it out of the stamp set, it is a little bit curvy, but I want to make mine match around the little curve here. So I'm going to curve it up a bit more. You can do that on your block, and you can just take it off and curve it up a bit more, and it pretty much matches that curve. So I'm going to pop that on with, what colour will I use? I think I might use Night of Navy. Just because it's Balmy Blue, I'll just use a darker colour. So I have got my Night of Navy. I'm going to tap, tap, tap with my ink, and there we go. And I haven't glued it down yet, but you can see where it sort of goes. And just place it down and up, and you have it there that's just matching the curve of the designer series paper. Just curves around nicely. Pretty snazzy. So close up my ink pad, because I tend to get very inky fingers as I'm doing it. Just going to adhere this down with my multi-purpose glue. Just sort of, less is more with your multi-purpose glue. You don't need too much. It oozes out, so you just I tend to just pop little bits around, and that should be enough. I'm going to pop that onto my card with an even sort of border. Move it over a bit. Not much to it, just nice Thinking of You at Christmas. And I know it's Granny Apple Green. You think, whoa, what? That's a bit of a different one. And now I like to attach any large pieces with my double-sided tape or tear and tape, whatever you have that's handy. And I just pop it all over the back side there. I do 4 pieces so that it stays nice and secure. And make sure it's all down nice and tight. I'm going to just, my little handy hint, which one of my ladies in my team, Marie, hi Marie, she just loves this tip, and she shares it with everybody, and I do too. I think it is the best way to make sure it's straight. So you're just making little tails either side, and you're holding the card by that tail. So you're only going to be sticking it down there. You've got a little bit of movement. You can place it down. You can move it round. It's not sticking yet. And you can get it just with perfect borders all the way around and move it up a little bit. And then as long as you just touch that corner, it sticks down. It's not going to move anywhere. You take your tails out, peel those off, turn it over, and you've got your other tape underneath. So you just peel off, make 2 more tails. Again, peel it off, and then you just pull those out. So it's not going to move anywhere. It's a nice even border. Thinking of you at Christmas. Pretty plain. Now, also from other classes and things, I have had some stars left over because I have used this Stitch Stars dies quite a lot, and I've had some stars left over, and I just put them inside one of my old plastic bags that had some staples in it. Actually, that's quite old. So I've got some white stars, and they happen to have some adhesive, self-adhesive sticky on the back from a previous project. So I'm going to pick one big one, and I'm going to pick one small one and one medium one. So I'm just picking 3 and push those off to the side. And to take the backing off when it's already there, you'll take your pick tool, but I just happen to have this one floating around because I've been using both ends. I've been using the spatula end for my sequins or my little sticky dots, and now I just want my, I don't know what you call that, pokey tool end. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to just push it onto the star and pull back the sticky. And as you can see, hold on, where we are. The sticky sort of just peels back. You peel it off. And I am a lover of the tweezers. These tweezers come from my old overlocker machine, which I haven't had for a long time. Brilliant if you can get long prong tweezers, love them. But whatever tweezers you have. And then I'm just going to, these are white, so I'm just going to sort of pop them down the bottom a little bit. Nothing up the top. You could put others, but I'm going to do the same to this one. Just pick up the double-sided tape. There it is. Take it off and place it random. I love random. Turn this one over. Peel off the backing. And we have it. Sticks to your little tool. Where do we think? There will do. And one Christmas card finished. So that goes in my pile, ready to send out. So I'm going to back up now. So I hope you like my little tip today. Just smoothing out your cardstock if you think it's a bit bumpy. Use that bone folder, and if you haven't got one, pop over to my store and pick one up. Actually, today they have got the 24-hour sale, which they've extended an extra day because I think there were a few little hiccups yesterday. So if you missed that sale and you want to pick some things up now, jump over and grab them 10% off. Not everything, but quite a lot of things. So go and check it out. Thanks for listening today, and until next week for another tiny tip from Stamping Days with Jeanette. Happy stamping and see you then. Bye.